In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly turn your sketched textures into something that you can use in Adobe Illustrator. So this was a crayon drawing sketch that I made and scanned in. I'm going to start with this texture right here, the kind of stripy one. And what I'm going to do is select and put it in a new document so it's all alone. I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Threshold. Now I used kind of a light brown, so the thing that shows up first is not much texture, but threshold basically makes whatever you have black and white, and you can adjust how much you're using. So I'm gonna go to about here, and that's kind of an interesting texture, but I want to make this an all over swatch. So I'm going to crop it, and then I'm going to go to Filter, Other, Offset. And as you can see, this is offsetting so that I can see where the seams are. I'm going to go the horizontal, I'll put in the middle, and then the vertical, I'll do like this so I can fill this in. Now I'm going to use the stamp tool, which is over here. And the brush is pretty big, so what I click is Alt to select a section, click, and then I'm using that brush, and it's taking, as you can see from the cursor, the plus cursor, it's taking whatever's happening right at that plus cursor and it's filling it in. So as you can see, the plus cursor hit the wall, and that's why I can't fill this in. So again, I'm going to click Alt, and now I'm going to fill this spot in, and I'm going to do a little work right where the seam is. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is really just for texture. So I think that looks pretty good. The next thing I'm going to do is go to Image, Adjustments, Threshold again, because since I just did the stamp brush, it's not perfectly black and white. There's other pixels involved. I'm going to pull it back a little bit to keep some of that texture. And now I'm going to go to Image, Mode, Grayscale, Image, Mode, Bitmap. You can stick it at diffusion dither because you've already done your threshold step. I like to do threshold before going to bitmap because then I can adjust the levels versus just having it at automatically at 50%. So diffusion dither, okay. And now I'm going to save as, desktop, and let's see here, bitmap, BMP, untitled, okay. So now I've saved this swatch as a bitmap. It's black and white. Now I go into Illustrator, I open up this bitmap, I select it and move it here, and this is my logo. I can use any color because it's a bitmap. I can change it to any color, so I'm going to change it to this yellow. I'm going to drag the whole thing in swatches because it's already in repeat, and then I'm going to select the yellow that I have here and replace it with the swatch. And as you can see, now my logo has some texture in it. The seam, when you zoom in, it looks like you could see a line, but in reality, it's not there. All right, and that is how you take something that you've drawn and turn it into a bitmap for textures in Adobe Illustrator.